Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about EDP445 again. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I thought this entire saga in internet history was completely over with. I thought the world had enough of EDP445 and that we were finally going to be rid of the cupcake man himself. But at every single turn possible, EDP445 has just clawed his way back. He's been fighting tooth and nail to try to revive the burned down, charred pieces of whatever career that he has. He's been trying his hardest to climb back into relevancy at every single possible opportunity. Any chance this man gets, or well, this man-child gets, to try and get himself back in and get a little bit of clout, get himself into the community again, he has pretty much jumped at the opportunity. Well, not jumped because, well, you know, but more like jumped behind bars, or should have jumped behind bars. But I digress, because EDP445 is back. Again. Yeah. And this time we're not talking about some TikTok account where he's uploading, you know, pretty much whatever. We're not talking about him moving to some obscure streaming website to talk to people in the chat and get trolled by people. We're talking about EDP445's return to YouTube, because it is officially here. He has returned, not in the way that Jesus Christ returned from the dead, but he did return from the dead and has come back to YouTube. So EDP445 has a new YouTube channel. Conveniently, this channel is named EDP_445. It has almost 4,000 subscribers as of the time of me making this video, and he's even uploading content on the website again. So as of me recording this video, EDP445 has daily uploaded the last 2 days, dropping 2 new videos called Thank God for Camille Vasquez and Howie Roseman is a Little Bitch. These videos both have a couple thousand views. Terrible like to dislike ratios, as you're about to see. This video has more dislikes than likes, which by the way on YouTube is quite a rarity, so to see somebody getting ratioed this way really kind of sends a message. And actually, I'm sorry, he uploaded a third video talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. So basically in his return, he's been talking about sports, just kind of making, you know, videos talking about the sports world. That's kind of what he did in general to begin with, but it's kind of weird to see this guy trying to make a comeback. So if somehow by now you don't know the EDP445 story, to put it in a pretty PG way, this man was caught trying to go get a cupcake, aka meet up with a teenage girl that he had sent sexually charged messages to and with, and this basically turned out to be like a predator hunting group that was exposing him. They posted like an hour-long video of him, you know, begging them not to ruin his career basically and expose him, of him trying to run from them and give the worst lies possible about the whole thing. Ever since then, you know, people have been reporting that EDP445's life fell apart and that he was essentially homeless and was on the run and all kinds of different things, that he'd been evicted. But apparently, according to his videos, he at least is staying somewhere, because you can see his Philadelphia Eagles and his Chicago White Sox, I believe that is, flags hung up on a wall, so apparently he found him somewhere to stay. But obviously EDP445's original channel on YouTube ended up getting terminated, and if you didn't know, ban evading on YouTube is actually also against the community guidelines. So if your channel is ever terminated for any way or reason or anything by YouTube, you're not allowed to create another account. You are not allowed to come back to the website. It doesn't really matter. And so EDP445 is actively ban evading on YouTube, which is against the community guidelines, and I'm kind of surprised that his channel's even still up. I mean, there's thousands of people subscribed to it. He's getting thousands of views on his videos and everything. Now, a lot of people are calling for reporting his channel and trying to get him banned off of YouTube again, but from what I've noticed, YouTube is probably aware to certain extents of his existence on the platform, because his content is already age restricted, probably due to like the excessive swearing and stuff. That's the only thing I can imagine, besides the fact that he's quite literally a pedo, that would get him community, you know, age restricted on his content. So if this guy's getting his videos age restricted, I would already think that YouTube knows something about his existence on the platform, right? Now, a lot of people seem extremely surprised to see that EDP445 returned, you know, oh my god, I can't believe he has the balls to try to return to YouTube. Can you believe this guy? How dare he try to come back to YouTube? I can't believe that this monster would ever try to come back after everything that he did. did? Well, to be completely honest with you guys, and I know that this might sound a little harsh to some people, but I'm absolutely not surprised that this fucking scumbag tried to come back. The only reason that this guy was relevant in the first place was because of his audience on YouTube. If it wasn't for the fact that his YouTube channel was extremely popular at the time that he brought it all to the ground by being a pedophile, I mean, let's be real, this guy would still be on YouTube making content pretty much every single day and entertaining thousands of people. It was his main source of income. This was basically his livelihood, right? So yeah, it only makes sense that he would try to come back to YouTube. So in that way, I'm not really surprised that he tried to come back. And in reality, I mean, I kind of expected this. I mean, ever since he got caught in that whole cupcake scandal and everything, right, he's been trying to claw his way back. He's been doing this for a while now. He's been on pretty much every single platform you can think of, just trying to make his way back. He's even started his own website before and all this other stuff. So no, I'm not surprised that he tried to come back. This is what this guy does. You know, he will not accept the fact that he ruined his own career and destroyed his reputation. He refuses to accept the fact that he should probably be in jail as we speak. He doesn't care. He shows no remorse for what he did. He shows no change in his behavior or personality from what he used to do and from what he got caught doing with a minor and everything, right? He's shown no difference, right? So he's desperately trying to revoke himself back to the good old days, the golden age of his life. And it's extremely pathetic. I think we can all agree it's sad to continue to watch this guy keep trying to make himself relevant after what he did. You would imagine that most people with any sort of sense after doing some disgusting shit like what this guy did would just pretty much never show their face on the internet again, and they'd try to, you know, pick up the pieces of their shattered life elsewhere. But this guy just doesn't care. He just keeps trying to come back because, well, I think he has this like notion that people are gonna forgive him for what he did. And obviously the vast majority of people are not going to do that. The vast majority of people are not just gonna give this guy an open pass back into the community after the bullshit that he pulled off. But that doesn't mean that everyone will keep holding this guy accountable. That doesn't mean that everyone is against EDP445's return. In fact, he does have a small but loyal fan base that continues to follow him from platform to platform, cheering him on as he attempts to return to the internet and try to rebuild his fractured career. If you scroll through EDP445's content, which to be honest with you, I don't encourage you do because all it does is give him more views and more attention to his platform to help him build his career again, you'll notice in the comments that people say things like, oh, EDP445 gang, you know, the GOAT is back. EDP445's back, everybody. We support you, EDP. Now, whether or not these people are trolling isn't always apparent. I'm going to assume that some of them are trolls because, well, people do like getting a reaction out of others, especially in situations like this. But this guy still does have legitimate fans that either don't believe that he did what he did or just simply don't care that he did what he did. And whether or not you care or agree or believe what he did, you're supporting somebody who did something extremely disgusting and does not deserve a platform. It's very few times that I will openly say that I believe somebody's platform should be taken from them and their career should be destroyed, but this is one of those times. This guy does not deserve an audience or a platform. After what he did, he does not deserve it. And I know that this guy thinks that he can come back and he thinks he's going to be able to pull all this off, but it's time to give up the dream, man. Eventually, YouTube's going to figure out that he's back and they're going to ban him again because you can't ban evade on YouTube. And plus, this guy is quite literally a cancer to the platform. Like, having him on the platform is horrible publicity for YouTube. So eventually his channel is going to be gone again, and we'll be talking about him trying to return again with another platform on some smaller, obscure platform that nobody uses to begin with. But as of right now, he is back on YouTube. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Facebook at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus talking about EDP's return and signing out.